What's going on, everybody? It's Craig Ben, aka Cash Cake, back with another video where I'm going to talk about Oddsjam. My friends over at Oddsjam, it's kind of a tool that I use every day to kind of check out what their Oddsjam perfect line is and if I can get any market value on any of the props or bets that I make each day. So I'll kind of show you how I use the tool, and we'll just go from there. So with that, let's just dive right in. All right, as you can tell, I have the oddsjam.com desktop up here, and we're going to talk about a few things that they have over here and how I use their tool. You can sign up for an email where you get 3 profitable arbitrage bets daily. If you don't know what an arbitrage bet is, basically you're betting both sides of it with a guaranteed profit, and they will email you one each day with 3 profitable bets. This is their free bet tracker. You can put in any of your bets in here. It'll automatically grade them and it'll track everything for you. That is free as well. And you can sign up for a free 7-day trial. But I'm going to show you real quick. Go to the sports. I got all the sports here. We're going to go with NBA. We have the postseason starting today. I still think those play-in games were playoff games. I don't care what they say. They were great games to watch. So I still think that they're playoff games, and we're not going to they're not going to convince me otherwise. They were awesome to watch, but here's the true playoffs with the series and all that. So yeah, we got 4 games today, starting with Dallas and Utah. The big one is Luka's not going to play today, so that's kind of massive. So we'll have to kind of look at maybe some Brunson and Dinwiddie props out of that game. And then I kind of worry a little bit about this Golden State Warriors and Denver game. Being in Golden State, Denver's basically got Jokic and that's it. And I think they might struggle a little bit this game. So I do worry, but we'll kind of show you here. We'll go this first game here against Dallas and Utah. You can kind of see they have everything you can kind of think of when it comes to what you want to see here. So if we just go to player points, if we want to look at props a little bit, kind of see where they're sitting at with some of these. This line right here is the Oddsjam perfect line. And I just look at this and compare it to all the betting sites out there and see if we can get any market value on it. So let's come down to the one I was talking about, Spencer Dinwiddie, and looking at Jalen Brunson. So Jalen Brunson at 20.5 right now. The perfect line's got him at -135, and you can get it at the over at -130 Barstool Sportsbook. Still, you can get it at Bet Rivers at -113. Twin Spires guys at -113. So you're basically getting 22 cents on the dollar here for the over. And I love it because no Luka, he's going to have to do everything. In the 2 games that Luka did not play, he put up 23 and 28 points in 37 and 29 minutes. And the 2 games where you had both Dinwiddie and Brunson playing with no Luka. So I do agree with this. I do like the over. Yes, someone mentioned that he did kind of tweak his ankle a couple days ago. I'm not worried about that. He finished out the game. Like I'm not worried about that at all with him. The only thing I would worry about is the defense and if they can stay close here. But Brunson, 20 points. He's going to put up a ton of shots. In those games, he put up 15 and 19 field goals. And I think he's going to shoot over 20 times this game. They just need his offense. So I agree with this one, and it's a really, nice, easy way to get, some value here. And this is why you get a shop. If you look, DK has it at -115. FanDuel's got it at -120. And again, if you shop around and you put it on, when you do this long term and you're serious being a sports bettor, you have to shop around. You have to look for these odds. So that's one place in particular we get it. Let's come down to Spencer Dinwiddie and see what his is all about. Same kind of deal with him. His points over at 20.5. He's got it -127. You can get it at -110 at Caesars here. So again, 17 cents on the dollar. I like this one as well. In those 2 games that Luka was out, that he played with Brunson, 34 and 36 minutes, and he put up 26 and 36 points, shooting 22 and 13 times. So I do like the over for this one as well, and you can get a pretty good value here. Looks like FanDuel has it up at -136, but all these other sports books are kind of falling behind a little bit. And right here, I'd go over to Caesars and pound it. And I hit both of these this morning for the overs. And I really like the single game parlays where you can kind of pull these down to maybe 15 points over on both of them and kind of build around that as well. So I really like those single game parlays in DraftKings and FanDuel both. But that's one place to kind of look at here for both of them. But if we kind of want to see what else they got, I was looking at the points, rebounds, and assists with these guys as well. And let's just see right here. We can go to player points, rebounds, and assists. And let's see what the perfect line is on both of these guys. So if we come down here, Jalen Brunson, 30.5. They get it at -110, so there's not a whole lot of value for them to say on this. I like the over. I personally like the over on this one. They got it more on the under at -110, but I don't really agree with that, with what he's going to have to do. He put up 31 and 35 points, rebounds, assists in both of those games. But I do think he's going to do more shooting, and I definitely would take the points over the points, rebounds, and assists with him. And then Spencer Dinwiddie, same kind of thing. If we come down and check his out, he's at 32.5. They got the line at -127 at 31.5. The line's moved to 32.5 in a lot of spots, like you can see at Caesars here and FanDuel. Some of these other ones at 31.5. They got it -127. So not a whole lot of market value on this. Looking at DraftKings, I do like the over on this. If we can get it 131 at DraftKings, or over 31.5 at DraftKings, I like it. Yes, it's a tough team. They are playing. The good thing is they are playing at home, and it's not in Utah. I might not like it as much, but being at home in a home playoff game, those playoff crowds get really rowdy. So I do like this. I think that is a way we can kind of look at it. So those are a few that I was looking at in this particular game. Another one I was looking at, I want to kind of look at, as I want to go to rebounds real quick, because I was looking at Rudy Gobert. They're not going to have anyone to stop him. And if we come down here in rebounds for Rudy Gobert, it's 14.5. Oddsjam Perfect Line has it at -117. So they don't have it as high as some of these others, these other sites. DraftKings has it -135, -134 at FanDuel. So not a whole lot of market value on this in terms of over rebounds, but I kind of like it because they got Powell and basically nobody else out there. He should be able to get every rebound he wants. I kind of like the over on this one, but the perfect line is not saying that there's a lot of value on that, so it might be something you consider. And again, when you're making these plays, I kind of like to use all the tools that are available to me and kind of make my decisions, but that was one that I was kind of looking at. And I want to look at one in the late game here, because there was one that I kept going back and forth with, and I kind of want to see what the perfect line says. And this isn't this Golden State and Denver game. And being in Golden State, I do worry about this, and there's a couple of them. I want to look at Jokic's points and see what the perfect line is pointing at us, because I do worry about it a little bit. I do like this right here. Aaron Gordon under 16.5. The perfect line's got it at -150, and you can get it -115. That's 35 cents on the dollar here, and I think that's a fantastic value to use. With Aaron Gordon, he's been doing really well, and if you look at his stats, he's been doing really well. But this is in Golden State in the playoffs, and I really like the under on this. So I really like seeing this. I think I'm going to go out and hit this again. But the under and 16.5 points, I like it. With the defense that they're going to be playing, I think they're going to struggle. And I really like that the Oddsjam Perfect Line agrees with this, and they have it at -150. A lot of discrepancy in this. Smash that thing in a Barstool Sportsbook at -115. And the other one for me is, again, Jokic. I wanted to see what his points are. Now they got it. I've seen it at 30.5 a lot of places, but 29.5 here. They got it on the over -130, so you can get 20 cents on the dollar here. I was going back and forth with this a ton, honestly, because I can see this being on the under as well. I can see him struggling. He's going to have to shoot a ton, and Jokic can take over games, but being on the road like this, going up against Golden State, who's basically fully healthy, I truly worry about this game. But again, Oddsjam Perfect Line has it at -130. It's so if you want to take a chance at the over, they got it -10 about every place. I almost feel like the under. So this is a spot I might just stay away completely if I kind of look at the perfect line and what they have to offer, and then seeing something different than how I feel. But I really like seeing this Aaron Gordon one, because this is the one I was thinking about, and having it on the under, I feel like that's the right play with them. So there's just a few prop bets that I do like today, and using the tools over here at my friends at oddsjam.com. So if you want to sign up for that free 7-day trial or an email to get those 3 profitable arbitrage bets daily, you can use the link below. So with that, I will see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.